Welcome to another C# programming video tutorial where we're going to be looking at methods with parameters. This one's a little bit different, so I don't think we'll do this one as a challenge. You should just do it and follow along with me. So I'm just going to give you the quick demonstration of it first, and then I'll talk your way through the code and then you get it to work. Right triangle hypotenuse calculator. I've already done something like this earlier, but that was where we did it all in the main method. So we're going to do the calculation of the right triangle's hypotenuse in its own method. It is going to be a method that has a return, so it's not going to be a void method. So you enter the first leg, and we know the standard right triangle is a 3, 4, 5. So I'm just going to say 3, enter, 4, enter, and then it calculates it as 5. It says when the A leg is 3 and when the B leg is 4, the hypotenuse length is 5. Press any key to continue and it gets out. Let's talk our way through this. So the first part's super easy. All I did was do a console.writeLine with a string inside to give it a little title, and I did this empty one to give it a space. Then I declared 3 variables all on the same line. Some people don't like doing that, so you could go double x semicolon and double y semicolon and double hype semicolon. But I got that done. Then I went console.writeLine bracket parentheses, enter the first leg of the right triangle in centimeters, period, quotation mark, bracket and semicolon. And then, because I've already established this variable x, I now am going to get the information from console.readline. So x is equal to console.readline, but we had to put that inside the parentheses of convert to double because, again, it comes out as a string and we need to convert it to a double. Do exactly the same thing for the y variable. So these are the 2 legs of the triangle, not the hypotenuse. And then I just wrote out some basic information. Console.writeLine when the leg is x and the B leg is y. Then we've got a string with a period on the end. And now here is where we are calling this hypotenuse method. So we'll just talk about that in a second. And console.writeLine, the hypotenuse length is hype, which we established up here. Now, and hype, we're filling it with this. So here we have a new method that is a public static double. And anytime it's not void, you have to have return on the end. So returning hype, and hype is equal to math dot square root, so sqrt, and then I said, so because we have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and to get from c squared to c, you have to take the square root of it. So we're taking the square root of a squared plus b squared, and that's the length of the hypotenuse. And so that's where we get it from here to here. Now, here's a couple things that can be confusing. And you might be going, well, why do we have x here? Because the lengths, we usually call the lengths of a right triangle A and B, but here I called it x and y. So I wanted to show you that in different methods, these variables need to be recalled. You can't just call it one from here, so you've got to call it again. Now, even though here I use the exact same name, I had to recall this variable. I could have called this one A and B and it would have worked and maybe been a little bit less confusing, but you need to understand that you need to set up these variables in each of them. That is how you use a separate method, which can be a nice little code snippet that you could use in many other things. So it's nice to put these things in little code snippets in their own methods. It's one of the big reasons why they're done in separate methods. Thanks for watching.